Hey guys, welcome back to Mandy Talks. I'm Mandy, and today I'm going to talk about tips for starting an acting career. This is my first video in my series of acting videos. I'm starting to get more into acting, so I wanted to share my tips and tricks and things that I've learned with you guys. The first thing I want to say about this video is that it's a tips video, guidelines, pointers, if even that. This is not the set way of how to do anything, because in acting there is no set way to do anything. As many actors as there are, that's as many ways that they started their acting careers. These are just ideas. Ideas of things to do, things to get, things to try out to make you feel more comfortable. Take the advice with, your own research and your own ideas. Do whatever works for you. This is what works for me and what some people have said worked for them, but what worked for them is not going to work for you, because as you can see, we're all very different people. The first tip that I would give to anybody starting out in this business is to take some acting classes. Take some classes at your local college, a place where they do theater often. Places that do theater often have classes. Just look it up, just search acting classes in your city. Some cities may have more opportunities than others. It just takes some time. Sometimes there's off season, some seasons are better at finding classes than others. It just depends. Just keep on looking. There's different kinds of things that you will learn in an acting class. You will learn there's different kinds of acting classes. Some acting classes talk about auditions, some talk about improv, some talk about body language, some talk about speech, and they focus on different areas. Those are the different areas that you'll need to fine-tune if you're getting into acting. Some people say find an acting coach, but those are often expensive. And as if acting classes were expensive enough, acting coach, you'd be paying them on a regular basis. Do what works for you. I don't have an acting coach, but I have taken acting classes, but I do want to get a coach sometime in the future. The second thing I would say is to, of course, get some experience. If you love acting, I love acting, so any experience I get to, be on stage or be in front of a camera is sort of like a dream come true for me. So do theater, do independent films if you can. Again, just type it up, just search for auditions. I have a website that talks about all the auditions in my city. These will give you experience for what it's like to be in front of an audience. It'll help you get rid of nerves. It will teach you how to audition if you have to audition for a part in the theater or something like that. It will teach you how to be on stage, how to work with other people, all essential things when you're starting in the acting business. Those are so much fun. I do theater, and a lot of the people, we've become friends, and it's often a great place to make start relationships with people, and start getting connected. The third tip I would say is, after you've done the first two tips that I've just given you, then you can move on to this, which is preparing a resume and a headshot and maybe a demo reel. A demo reel is just videos from films that you've been in, but you can't really be in some until you've been in an independent film. You can get a resume of all of your experience, headshots. You don't have to get professional headshots. I learned this, a lot of people say don't get as professional as you can, but if you don't have enough money, that's okay. A lot of people understand. What happens is, if you get an agent, they will have you take headshots anyway, so that doesn't make sense if you have to pay $500 and then pay $500 again just to get a second set of headshots. So just, if you can, just take the most professional pictures that you can, maybe with your camera or a friend's camera. Get a resume. I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in further videos, how to make resumes, how to make demo reels and things like that, but I'm not talking about it in this video. This is just ideas. The fourth tip I would give you, after you've completed all these other tips and you've done, you've gotten some ideas, is to get an agent. Now, you don't have to get an agent. It's just, and often the agents won't accept you unless you've done the previous things, but there's no telling. I'm going to talk more about this in further videos, but these are just tips. Just get an agent, because they'll send you to paying jobs. If you go on the SAG website, which I will post down below, they have the SAG agents in your area. So you just kind of click to find your area, and then they'll give you a list. Those are the ones that are legit agents instead of scams. And there are a lot of scams, you know, especially in places where there may not be so many agents. You know, you have to be careful. Those are mainly the only tips I have for starting an acting career. You know, there are so many different elements that go into this. You know, different things work for different people. So these are just ideas for you to start. You know, if you're looking for a place to get started, here are some ideas to get started and just basically a brief outline. A lot of these points I will cover more. I'll talk more about auditions and things like that. There is so much in the acting field. So mainly focus on, when you want to get started, focus on yourself. Focus on getting experience and focus on learning. Learn from your experience. Take classes where you can learn and work with other actors and work with other teachers as much as you can. That's often experience is the best teacher. So that's my advice. I hope this video helped. I'm planning to be doing a lot more videos in the future. And that's kind of it. Let's talk again, friends. Bye.